What's going on, guys? So before we get into this one, I just want to say that the rest of the topics from here on out till Sunday, they're all going to be like sort of connected. This is sort of like the last hour of the podcast where we just, got a little bit deeper in conversation. So this one is pretty much, it's going to be asking the question of, tomorrow's your last day on Earth. What are you doing? And are you satisfied, with if you left tomorrow, with the choices that you've made up until this point. And then that sort of leads into, the rest of the conversation. I'm just gonna, put to be continued or something. It's just gonna flow on to the rest of the week. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the conversation throughout the week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy. People dying at a young age like that makes you really question what you're doing with your life.
No, exactly.
Really makes you question what you're doing and where you're on, how much time you have left, and how much more you can do in this life of work. And if you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the choices that you made? Would you be satisfied with
I would.
where you are? Would you be satisfied with who you said, who you told that you loved, who you supported, all that? Would you be satisfied with that dying today or tomorrow? And if the answer is no, then obviously you need to be doing more.
The reason why my answer would be yes right now is because I care about everybody. Right now, I'm going to say it right now, just to get it out of the way. I care for every single one of you guys. I'm very happy that I was even invited to be coming on this podcast. I'm very blessed for that too. I got to speak my mind today. I was having a very bad day, actually, to be honest. But I have finally found a good section of my day where I can say, yeah, this made my day, all these other rappers that we've been talking about, I care about them. Regardless of what you believe in, what you're doing, what you're thinking, everybody could be saved and everybody could be happy and everybody could be loved. I really think that, not everybody's just gonna be fucking evil or fucked up or doing the wrong decisions their whole life. There has to be a point where it's alright, I'm sorry, or alright, I feel bad, you know what I mean? So it's for me, we're good. I honestly feel of course we're gonna do better and we're gonna do more,
Yeah.
But I'm okay with what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of it.
But do you feel that you've accomplished enough? If if tomorrow was your last day, that you've accomplished everything that you were placed here to?
Oh no. My mission's not over yet. Not even close.
Mm-hmm. But
not
up to
even
this, if
close.
you're thinking up to this point, if you have to think of up to this point, would you be I know, if you knew tomorrow was your last day?
If I knew tomorrow was my last day, it'd be tough. I would have to just be talking a lot from starting right now to that point.
Yeah.
Still pulling all nighter.
Yeah, I would be saying it's everything on my mind, everything that I know, everything that I feel, and all that. But obviously,
ooh, that's a good question. That's the final thing. What tomorrow's your last day on Earth? What are you doing? Wake up. If you found out right now, 11 something at night. Tomorrow at midnight, you're getting clapped.
What did you just say?
I'm shooting my shot at.
Wait, what?
I'm shooting my shot at all the famous.
Oh, I thought you.
All of them. I'm hopping in DMs. I'm where you at? Let me pull it right now. I'm spending $100 on an Uber, going to Hollywood. I'm doing it, but it's over with. But nah.
But you're not even gonna really live out the time to be with them though.
That's cool though. I mean, I got that.
You did it. You just doing as much as you said you're gonna do.
Hey, but I made it happen. You feel me? I mean, if I actually get hit up, if they hit me back up, or if I somehow see them in that same space or something like that, you feel me? It's cool. Hey, what's up? And I mean, shit. If nothing happens, then I shot my shot. I'm cool with that.
I think what I would do is I would have to find somebody that's obviously gonna live past tomorrow, and I would have to pass on all the knowledge that I have in order for them to do it. I would have to pass the torch to somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I would have to do. Because my first initial thought was oh, I'll get on the news doing something so ridiculous that I have to be televised everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And then
start saying what I have to say.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would be the right move because I feel then the media obviously is controlled anyways.
Exactly,
They can either cut it out, not show it, or televise it a certain way.
And plus, they're gonna chop stuff up to make you seem a certain way anyway. Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy. He's insane. Don't believe him.
Yeah, facts.
So it's I would have to pass the torch to somebody, definitely. I'd have to really just write things down. Probably write a short book, if anything, if I could. You know what I mean? Type it out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to pass the torch to somebody in order to complete the rest of the mission that I have.
Yeah. On a more serious tip though, if tomorrow was my last day, man, I feel I wouldn't have enough time to actually do what I'd want to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like I just kind of just go out here and just live life and do it the best I can. You feel me? And just kind of have some fun or something. 'Cause, I mean, anything that I truly want to accomplish, is just, that shit can't be done in a day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, damn. Like,
And what would you want to do though? Like,
Man,
talk about
see.
it. What would you want to do?
Man, I want to start my own production company. You feel me? Like really start focusing on videos, content, music, all that. Like, and just really like create a hub for
Almost like a
creatives.
label.
Yeah, almost like a label, but without the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you know, just pretty much just work on my company.
Fire.
And yeah, I mean, shit.
And then put on talent or something like that, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, most of it would be like visual stuff like that. I mean, probably, you know, like visual arts, so videos, movies, writing scripts, stuff like that. But then, you know, after that fact, once I get to a space, I wouldn't mind helping out other artists, but I'd have to help out myself first.
Yeah, definitely. Really?
I would definitely say I have these 2 albums I'm working on that I just really gotta get done, and I always get like getting paranoid that I'm not gonna finish them. So it's funny that this is one of the questions. It's like I definitely would want to put it all on paper if I didn't have the chance to record it, and at least like leave it to someone so that all of my thoughts that I had in my head were, you know, left here for the world to hear. Because these 2 albums I like guarantee need to finish, and every time I get like around to finishing an album, I always get like real conscious about, damn, am I gonna be able to live to record this final album or not? Especially just due to the fact like me seeing a lot of artists like passing away and not even being able to finish their like last projects and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, fuck, I need to finish these last 2 albums. So these 2 albums would definitely be my top priority.
Hear you on that. Yeah, completion is important, man. Because I mean, the last thing you want is somebody else like completing your thoughts for you, and it's not even aligning with the original vision. And you're just like, ah, shit. Like, I'm not even here to like correct it.
Even if they were to put these lyrics that I wrote on the paper in a book or something, just so people can like view it, just that the knowledge was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
See, that's another thing that sucks. It's like, I can't record all the songs that I have written out in fucking a day. Like, unless I have my engineer and we're just going at it, and he knows I only have a day left and we're going at it and going at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, it's tough. That would be tough. That's sad. That's the one thing that would be fucked up. It's like, fuck, I have to record as much
Not
music
having
as I
enough
want.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
It's like, fuck.
Dang. I think about this question a lot, all the time. Like, because I feel like that's how you have to live your life. I feel like you should live it like it was your last, because
it makes you go harder. It's the pressure.
it does. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I just don't know. You don't know. Like, really. You may think you know. You may think we're all safe, we're all good. Like, you be driving on the road one day, something just comes along, you get clapped, you're done. Like,
Yeah.
it happens that fast. I've seen it. Like,
You
it's
could have been eating one of them chicken wings and that bone got stuck in your throat.
yeah, literally.
Like, real talk.
Could have anything.
Facts.
Car could ram through this backyard right now and just take us all like Final Destination style. Like, dude, Final Destination made me paranoid.
Bro,
I watch every single one of those
I be
movies.
watching airplanes fly
Yeah,
over.
literally,
Sometimes
yeah.
they be too close.
Yeah,
I hear
bro.
them. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
we're
like,
dying.
yeah.
Like,
Final Destination made me feel some type of way about that, all of it, because it's like, dude, that movie teaches you anything could happen, bro. But also that also saying like you shouldn't be like scared, like also to leave your house and do stuff
that's
because you're
the
afraid of a pole falling on you or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that either, but what I am saying is just like it just reminds you that like your day could be any day and you don't know when that's gonna be. So you need to be the best person you could be or be better than you were the day before, because you don't know if it was your last day today. Like, you don't know like who's, you know. So that's why I say, like, you know, love the people who love you, like, and support the people who support you, like,
definitely, always.
and just because you just don't know. And like, if I tomorrow wake up, I don't even think I'm sleeping. First of all, I'm not actually. No, I'm pulling an all-nighter. I'm going in there eating, you know, getting, you know, do whatever I need to do. You have to. You're extending your time. What am I gonna sleep for? What do I need sleep for?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be sleeping forever, eternally. You know, tomorrow. So what's the point? So I'm staying up all night, and I think I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna write notes to the people that I love and people that are around, that I'm just gonna write everything that I just never got to say, or anything that I feel like I needed to say, so that if I go out, like at least they know. You know, at least like, and that's, I try to be like this anyway. I try to like make it to where like I don't want anybody to ever have to question like
How you felt
how I
about
feel.
anything?
Yep. I made that a promise, whatever you want to call it, a New Year's resolution, something as of like last year. I never want anybody to have to wonder, because that's a horrible feeling, especially like, you know, and I'm talking like, you know, like in a relationship sense, like that's an awful feeling to have to wonder how someone feels about you. That feeling could drive you crazy and make you do things that you're not proud of, because I've been there before. I've done things that were stupid and dumb because I didn't know, or like I overthink situations, or because, you know, it could make you do dumb stuff, and like I don't want to put someone else in that situation, especially not someone who I care for.
Facts.
And so I just would never. If I feel some type of way, I'm gonna let them know. Like I'm gonna, if I can't tell them, I'm gonna show them. If I can't, you know what I mean, just do something. Like, you know what I mean, don't have them wondering. So after I finish writing all the notes, I think I try and just, you know, I think I gather those people and just like, I'll just be around them in my final moments and just have like one last talk or one last, like, you know, because it's like, who would you want to be with in that time? Who are the people that you would want to be around in your final hours,
No, yeah,
in your final minutes, you know what I mean?
Like the thing with that too is like, you always have people getting put in your life for a reason.
Exactly.
Always, at all times.
Exactly.
Regardless if it's bad or good, it's a lesson. It's not. It's just for comfort for a specific amount of time, whether it's or for long term too. Like you always have somebody being added in. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's one thing I've noticed where like, I don't know, I get one person like every 2 months that's always gets added into my life out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like real shit. Like people just boom. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm in your life now. Like,
Yeah, what's it?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Carol said life changes in a blink of an eye. Give people their flowers while they're still alive. Exactly.
That's real shit.
Give people their flowers while they're still alive. Don't be waiting until like, bro, because
That's
you
one
may
thing.
not even have the chance to. It may be too late for you to, you know. Then what? Then
Yeah,
give them the flowers. It's like, you know, people support an artist like all crazy when they die. It's like
Oh,
right
yeah.
there
Oh,
before.
let's
Like
talk
when Michael
about that,
Jackson
yeah.
died and everybody was like bumping Michael Jackson songs and all that. Or like when any artist dies, all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
like, where was that love before? You need to show as much people that love when they're alive than and when they're dead. It needs to be the same energy.
Bro, I said this on my album For All It's Worth. I said I just want to be appreciated while I'm here, because everybody always cherishes and gives so much praise to artists when they're dead, but like when they're here, why didn't you give them that same respect?
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I remember this dude, and he was all, dude, you didn't. Bro.
That's the thing I noticed too, man. Like even just as an artist, just strictly speaking musically, I mean, I've been there for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like just out there, just really trying to be a good like person, a consoling force for people. You know, I feel like, damn, like I wonder if I'm ever gonna get that back. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I'm expecting it back.
Yeah,
like,
because
I
you
feel-
should never like expect something out of people. Like you hope, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but I do kind of wonder. I'm like, damn, like, is that shit ever gonna, like, are people ever gonna, like, for real, like, give that, like, send that energy back to me in the way that I kind of sent it to them? Can I get that? Can I expect that from anybody? Like, for real?
yeah.
One thing that I feel is like I'm kind of okay with like even if I was to pass away, you know what I mean, God forbid, obviously, but it's like, for example, I pass away, right? All of a sudden, the whole world starts listening to my music.
Yeah.
That's like I've already put my messages into my songs, and I'm still putting my messages into my songs, but that's like the goal. Because I'm not making music to make music, I'm making music with purpose.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's kind of, for me, I'm okay with it. You can give me as much love as you want right now, or when I'm gone, and all of a sudden, that's when you start listening. Like, regardless, as long as you listen, and like, you know what I mean, get the message across.
Yeah.
Just want to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of been like my whole goal, even like with this, even with like the podcast, and even with like, I think just, except like I've always, you know, how it started, like I never really cared about like the amount, but it was more like just somebody, like anybody out there who like just, you know, needed like somewhere to go, or like some place to like, you know, listen, or some place to vent to when they weren't like, you know, like I said this from the start, like this, you know, like this podcast was never meant, it's never about me. Like I never, like maybe the first few episodes when it was just me and my brother, like on the original episodes, like episodes 1 through 4, when it was just me and my bro in my room, and first it was just me, and then, you know, we were talking on Discord and stuff, but then it was me and my brother just sitting in my room, and, you know, with the setup in there, and that's how it was, that's how it started. And then eventually, eventually we got on the Discord, we hopped on, and recruited Mina, and then, you know, Solji hopped on the Discord too, and then my boy Rashawn hopped on and then eventually it was like, but it was never just, that was the goal entirely. It wasn't just about me. Like I can't, you know, there's only so much me I can talk about. Like I can't just talk about me like for 2 hours, like everybody, you know what I mean? It's for other people. This is, it's a podcast for other people to come on and talk about what's going on in there, like, because I think like, even like, getting to the goal of this episode, which was like therapy corner, like it's therapy can happen in so many different ways. Like there's different types of therapy for everybody, and just
all kinds of different pains. That's what
exactly. There's a different treatment for every kind of pain. And there's like even just the act of like, if you're going, just the act of someone, you know, calling you, or someone texting you, or someone saying, hey, what's going on, or hey, what's, you know, I just had a conversation earlier, like on the phone, like just even that, to just picking up the phone and call, like that can be therapy for somebody. Like just a shoulder, just a phone call, a text, you know what I mean?
And
just
music is also
that too. Like, dude, man, I tell you, like anything could be, like it doesn't have to be just like sitting down with someone, or having like, there's so many different times of like just having someone to talk to, or like someone to be, that is, I think, the number one thing that like causes people to like, you know, like when they commit suicide. I think that's like like because they feel like they have nobody. Like that nobody's around. If you knew that you had people, if you knew, like if you honestly believed that in your heart, and you knew that there was people that you can go to, and there are people that care, and people, you wouldn't do it. I wholeheartedly like believe that. And so like the idea behind all this is just giving an outlet, you know what I mean? Because people just, they feel like they need somewhere to go, something to listen to, like something to just say. You can't like live your whole life bottling things up all the time and just like holding, like that was me for a long time. Like I just, you know, never said anything, or never like taught until like, you know, like one of my, the whole idea of this podcast like sprouted from one of my YouTube subs. Like I think I just seen him in the chat with Montez, but he, you know, they brought it up to me like on one of the, I was just playing video games on stream. They were like, oh, we should just have a day and like just talk about like, you know, just talk. And like I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. And like Monday happened, and it just, but you know,
well, now look, this is you.
Yeah, this
is yours. You know what I mean? You can say that proudly too. You know what I mean? You're bringing people together. Like you're bringing people together, like, and you're also solving and helping people talk. You know what I mean? Like,
that's it.
It's everything. It's just, you know, just the act of like just talking about what you're going through can help. Like because we bottle it in. What do we do? Like when we're going, like we go in our room, we shut the door, we hold it all in. Especially like men. This is the thing that like we, you know what I mean? Because that's what we're taught. That's what we're made to believe. We're, you know, we're these strong things. We don't ever go through anything. We're not hurting. We're not in pain. We're not nothing. We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be, you know, that we're not supposed to go through anything, or else you're a beta, or you're soft if you go, like, you know what I mean? We're just holding in our mode. That's how we're, that's the culture behind, like that's you know what a man is supposed to, you know what I mean? Like I think a real man like knows how to like deal with his emotions and talk about like what's going on. Like that's what I think a real man is.